Hello everybody and welcome to this Scouting Report. I'm Dan Hayek here with Matt Doyle, and today we're previewing the Friday night match between Sporting KC and the Philadelphia Union. Matt, what's your headline for this one?
Sporting KC fighting for the top, Philly fighting for dear life.
Yeah, SKC comes into this one on pretty good form. They've won 3 in a row and their midfield has looked great in those 3 games. Are they going to dominate? Is that midfield going to dominate the Philly midfield?
Yeah, I think it is. I mean, that's one of the functions of the 4-3-3 versus a 4-4-2 team. You automatically have an advantage, pure numbers in central midfield. Philly's okay with that. They don't mind if Brian Carroll and Keanu Daniel are on the back foot sweeping things up in front of the defense, as long as they're able to attack down the flanks. Danny Cruz, Sebastian Letou, Michael Farfan when he's in there, that's where Philly gets their attack from. The other one is Conor Casey pulling off the front line and acting as a fulcrum, as a center forward. So Philly doesn't really mind if they're outpossessed, if they're outcreated from the central midfield, as long as the flanks are there.
Now, you mentioned that Philly is hanging on for dear life, and that is because they've gone winless in their last 5 games. During that stretch, let's get to it right here, the WTF stat, the number is 1. That's how many goals Philly has scored during those 5 games.
It's all dried up.
Yeah, that was in a 5-1 loss to New England, by the way. So major struggles. What do they need to do to get out of this funk?
They just need to finish. And I'm sorry to be flip, but it's really that simple with this team. They're creating the exact same kind of chances they were creating 2 months ago. They're just not putting the ball in the net. When you're in a rut like that, at KC is not a good place. Yeah. It's a climb out of it. KC's year after year one of the best, if not the best, defensive team in the league. This is bad for Philly right now.
Let's stick with this Philly attack because it's going to be crucial here against KC in Kansas City for our man-to-man. It's Conor Casey versus Matt Besler.
Yeah. Matt Besler is maybe the best in the league at the best central defender in the league at coming off that back line, stepping into the play, and stopping a chance before it starts. The problem is when he mistimes it, when he gets beat, Casey doesn't scramble particularly well. They don't put out fires all that great. So that's going to be Conor Casey's job. He's not going to be a traditional number 9 in this one. He's going to be off the back line, forcing Besler, maybe Aurelian Collen occasionally, to come out and play him. And if he's able to win that battle, he'll be able to loose some of the guys, some of the other attackers around him, maybe Jack McInerney, Antoine Alpino, again, Letou and Cruz, get them going forward at pace with a retreating defense around them. That's the way Philly is going to attack this game. That's the way they're going to create looks. I almost said create goals. I can't guarantee that. Sorry, Philly fans.
All right, well, hopefully for Philly's sake, they can create some goals that way. We'll find out Friday night. It kicks off at 8 p.m. Eastern. You can watch it on NBC Sports Network.